Hey, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dead in Vinland, the game where we abruptly cut the last video intentionally, no doubt. Don't worry, it was intentional. But we just got rid of all that big long fanfare. I was ready to click the button here, and click it. We did. So you made all that stuff, those traps already, eh? Our last 3 bones. What do we want to do with our last 3 bones? Definitely one of those, and then healing stuff for the remainder, I suppose. That should take us through. We should be alright anyway, actually. The last little bit of exploration here will certainly take care of the island and like the entirety of the areas to explore, and using whatever buffs we have left on our person without popping any new ones. What are we looking for here? We're looking for, we got you there, our meat we need to cook, that's right. And you are in the shelter, yes, that is correct. I'm going to hang some stuff first. Yeah, we got tons of meat. It's a bit overkill, but we'll do everything we can here. We're down to 15, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. What happens if we cook 15 meat here? What's going to happen for our fire? Gonna lose it all? 90%. Okay, that's fine. Needs to be done. Don't know why you're there quite. Yeah, really don't quite understand that. But it's interesting, it's weird, it's funky, it's unusual. Something a little strange, out of the ordinary. I assume this is all good things that are happening here. I'm not entirely sure, but this is gonna be my last video for the day. It should put us up around 8 videos. Is that where we're at now? No, it's got to be more than that. The second set since I came in from outside, I've done. This is the 4th one, and then in the morning I had done 4. So this is 8, right on the nose. Very nice. Not going to leave me with much time to set up for Orwell, but I don't know, we might open up the game and see what it's all about anyway. End of day, we need a little bit of everything, really. That's good. Yeah, alright. Very nice indeed. Very happy to see how the first half of the marathon has gone. And no complaints thus far, so hopefully tomorrow goes just as well. But we shall see. Look at all that food. Oh my god, so much food. We had fish left over. I didn't realize that. A couple of 3 stars to hand out here. And our 2 stars. Should have actually burnt through these first, because they will turn into nothingness and mush if given the opportunity, but we're so resource rich on this nice vacation setting of a game that we chose, so we can afford to be a little wasteful. It's first world luxuries here for our Viking family, eh? Very fortunate. Family and friends. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Full smorgasbord of prepared infinite food. Never get tired of that sound. Never, ever get tired of that sound, I'll tell you. Let's send our friend Yagoob to fish here instead. Water? We don't really need water that badly. Ropes, fabrics. We've got arrows, some more healing stuff maybe. All states. Injury reduction, we've got lots of those. 2 more areas. We should get that done today. What is your problem? You don't need to be there. That's your problem. Other than that, yeah, hit the button, man. Let's do this. So what have I talked about 100 times that I can make 101? Drive everybody crazy. Drive everybody up the wall. You need new topics, Broman. Come up with a new topic. Well, I tried new topics, and they just end up creeping me out because I keep looking at shadowy figures over my shoulder. How am I supposed to come up with new We'll look at Reddit more. I look at Reddit way too much. We'll use what you see on Reddit as conversation. Well, that's a good point. I could do that. Not to get too political here, but did you see, I read a headline on Reddit about 2 suspicious financial transactions. One right after the Trump Tower meeting and one right after the election was done. Oh, ergo, circumstantially, Trump did this, and that. No, I'm not going to get into that. That's this. I don't know. It's way outside my realm of thing. You're a superpower in the world when, like, your politics just dominate other countries. Like, what's going on in Canadian news? Oh, that's maybe a little bit better. Well, legalization is happening. That's a thing. We're about a month away from that. Is that something people want to talk about, hear about? Roman, what is your stance on legal? Well, honestly, and no one believes me, I say I don't partake myself. I don't use the stuff. Never have. Once it's legal, will I? You bet you're sweet. I was thinking about this today, actually. This was like a shower thought for me. It's not very insightful or twisty and weird in any way, but like shower thoughts sometimes are supposed to be. It was just a thought I had about how in the world is the Ontario government or any provincial government, or depending on where I live, going to handle, because they're doing online sales, right? You can either buy from distributors or like licensed shops, or you can do online sales from the government. And I thought, how is the Ontario government going to handle that first day, October 17th, when every person of age decides that now is the time they need to have all this cannabis, and they're going to crash sites. And I thought, you know what, in the next couple weeks, because I saw an ad for it from the Canadian government, reminding everybody that legalization happens on such and such a date. Until then, it's still illegal. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. We don't want any people going to jail. Don't go to work on the stuff. If you're underage, don't use the stuff. All that kind of stuff. That's like 15 meals there. Hang all that. Do we have room for any more traps to put this stuff in? We don't. Okay, 15 meals is 15 meals. So I'm thinking, you know what? In a couple weeks, I bet you're going to see, if they don't do this, they're stupid, unless there's some legality why they can't do it. But I'm thinking what you're going to see is like, hey, send us your money now. Make your orders now. Flock to the website now. All this online traffic, do it now, and then we'll hook you up on the 17th. We'll send it out. I'm thinking that's how they're gonna have to handle it. Otherwise, it's gonna be a mess. I don't, because I'm thinking, like I said, I'm making an order. It's just gonna happen. I'm not going to a store. No, I'm not doing that nonsense. I'm making an order. If someone as ignorant as me, I walk into that store, I'm going to feel like a fool. Oh, I'd like one of your finest cannabis, please. No, I'm not getting into that. I'll send an online order, and they can take my online money, and I can have my online expectations and track my online package as it moves through the real physical world. And these encounters have just been off the flipping charts here. They're really making me... They're really making me work for this last little bit of map. Yeah, so we're definitely taking a buff. And I guess we just focus down. We should have figured out which one was the scariest one and focused on him. Oh, this was dumb. I moved into the... Two of them get to go before Kari. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I don't think we're gonna win this battle. I really don't. We don't have the damage output. Kari's gonna get knocked off probably right now. And like in this turn, we don't have what it takes. I really don't think we have what it takes, because these guys resist these debuffs like crazy. Like they never take a... Oh, fuck. Go ahead, prove me wrong. Fine, what do I care, right? Crit for 10. So close. I can't be mad, but it would have been nice, Yeah, I'm thinking I'm putting money on it. That's nice. Putting money on it now because I don't think the provincial government has what it takes to handle all that online traffic. I just don't think they've got it. Berserk attack. Let's just move and then do this. Oh, that was nice. That was very nice. I think Nut might have just saved our bacon there. Let's do this first. To buff our daughter. And then jump up. I'm hearing noises too, but I think it's because it's so sunny and warm out. The house is kind of popping. Because there's nobody left here. And what are you doing? I'm so used to crits giving us, like, you see the big nice crit, yeah, satisfying, and then a satisfying drop of stress over here because we're playing Darkest Dungeon, right? That's what this game is. Yeah, you go ahead and buff yourself and then just totally obliterate my guys. Are we still in Spirit? No, Kari's not in Spirit Hearts. 12. We go for big plays here, but I think we want the more surefire win. 6. I've seen too many 5 crits to, you know... There we go, 18, of course. Should have known better. Don't doubt myself. Nut, my man, 2 and 3. Yeah, sure, 2. And then a berserk attack. Big damage. That's fine. So yeah, I mean, I'm curious to check out the online store, the online emporium, the online... What the heck was that? Are you up? The online whatever you want to call it, and I can't wait to make my order. You know, it's a month away. I don't know if I want, like, the reason I've never taken advantage of cannabis, is that the right word? Is I just didn't like that. Partially, obviously, I'm a victim of you know, the campaign against drugs, and I was told that drug use, including cannabis, was evil. Not on a religious level, but just on a, like, you'll go to jail and you don't need that in your life. Why? Oh, look at that. That is one red tip. That is a red swollen tip. I like it. So I fell victim to that whole idea of not needing to take part in that. And then so conversely, that not conversely, but by extension, you know, that attitude that was drilled into my head through school and family and whatnot, led to this, to seeing people that did, you know, explore and exist in that culture as, not, I mean, less than is, sounds so bad, so snobbish, but, you know, I never bought into that sort of stoner culture, quote unquote, you know, user culture. I didn't like it. It seemed like a lot of that image of, you know, the lazy pot smoking teenager. I didn't want any part of that. I was lazy, but it was for other reasons. And so I never bought into that, and I don't want really still don't want any part of that. You know, sitting around, you know, that's just showing my age, but that old TV show from the early 2000s called That 70s Show, and they all sat around the table and was like, oh, look at my hands, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm hungry. Get it? Because pot causes munchies. Ha, ha, ha. Never into that. And I like the show, but 78%. But to actually participate in that was never something that was up my alley. So you guys can come off of this now. So that's going to be interesting. If we're done, what are you going to do when we proc that the next time? Don't know. Don't tell me I don't have any food. But yeah, so like, I don't know if I'm going to do like a smoking thing. Like, I don't know. And I don't even know if you can order that. I don't know how it's going to work. Are you going to be able to are you going to just order pre-rolled joints? Like, is that how it's going to work? Are you going to get like a bag of stuff you've got to then deal with yourself? I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what to do with it. So I might end up, you know, looking to consume in the form of like a spray or just to get the old THC into the system. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. Open to suggestions? Yeah, probably. You know, friendly, productive criticism is never a bad thing. I don't need, what a loser. No, I'm not interested in that. But depression, people, that's something. 6 berries only. So you guys have just explored so much that you're now just crippled with depression. Is that what's happened here? Okay, father and daughter. Fine by me. The last of our buffs, eh? The last of our minimum damage or health. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Oh, and we're back. Whoa, sorry about that. Whew. Had to be done. No way around it. Yeah, we want to check our inventory. So we need a minimum damage one. That's totally reasonable. Damage resistance, that's what I meant. Yeah, so that's where I stand on the whole October 17th thing. Very much in favor of it. It's opened up my eyes to a whole new world that, like, and just in terms of how I've been trained to think over the years, and so other things are starting to unravel now. And it's like, all this time I have specifically chosen to stay away from this and not follow into that and not pursue that, any of that kind of stuff. And not that I made it my mantra and I was a big and high and mighty on it. It's just, it was not part of my lifestyle. I didn't see the need for it. I didn't understand. I just didn't participate. And then to just have it dropped like that, the government just says, okay, yeah, no, it's all good. You can order it on flipping line. You can get it from a store. Go have at her. Citizens, just go nuts. Be aware when you travel, yada, 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 that kind of stuff. But just in general, yeah, go for it. It's just like, whoa. So what else out there have I been told? No, that is maybe like, because obviously there are benefits to cannabis use. I mean, everybody says there are. I've got it, and now the government's saying, hey, yeah, it's legal. I'm like, well, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be why does everybody love it so much? But I'm already an anxious kind of guy. I've mentioned that a little bit before. I don't want something that, you know, just floods me with anxious thoughts and sentiments. So I'm concerned, but also excited at the same time. So it's kind of a weird one for me. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen. I gotta warm up my wife to the idea, if you know what I mean, but it is something that's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time, literally now, right? But from my research I've been doing, I understand there's different types or strains or species or whatever you want to call it, and you can go for a more mellow experience with certain types. So I'll be looking at that first and foremost, and exploring with that a little bit. But yeah, like I said, other things. So I've been doing a lot of research on not research, not like I'm planning something, but just to understand more about certain psychedelics and whatnot, and you know what all these great things that people are saying or have said about these other drugs. That, you know what, if they did it with cannabis, maybe it's the same thing with mushrooms. You know, who knows? Like, what the government could just drop it one day and everything's fine, right? What are they hiding? What have they been? There goes our bones. Goodbye, bones. It's just, it totally changes the way I've looked at these things. Just, it's mind opening when you realize, yeah, it just totally you look back at the way that you've been thinking, and it's because you've been trained basically to think a certain way. And it's not even that I was thinking a certain way. Like I said, it's not this mantra that I was holding up over other people or anything. It's just, it was the way my life was directed, and the course that it took was because of that a particular opinion that revolved around the certain substances being illegal. And then if they're just suddenly not, well, what, you feel cheated in a way, to be perfectly honest with you. That's what it is. I feel cheated, lied to and cheated, and you know, just to have it now be like, yeah, sorry about that. is just kind of a kick in the teeth. Not something I'm really pleased with, which is why I'm wholeheartedly going to treat myself to whatever this strange plant has to offer. Parvana has really had a lot of instances of being useless lately, and I'm not quite sure why. It's something to do with the younger sheep, I'm imagining. We've already got 24 berries. Oh my god. Holy jumping. What are we gonna do? Get a little bit of water, sure. Father and daughter. Let's try that again, eh? Try that. You got no plans here? We can get a plan for you, don't you worry. No bottles left. It's okay, we'll get you some bottles. Oh, we used the last of them on beer, didn't we? Yeah, you guys can do that. We're gonna explore and see what happens when we try to explore a fully fledged map, fully fleshed out map. And do we have food that needs to be cooked? Probably. Yes, we got 7 steaks. Wow, plus all that stuff still. Okay. Solveig, you must be, yeah. Figured as much. I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I didn't have much of a lunch. I might dip out now. Since I don't have time for the Orwell stuff, I'm going to dip out now and we'll handle it later. Is everybody set up then? I think that means everybody's set up. We'll pop some of our water now just so we don't forget tonight. Yeah, so we should be fine there. 42. Cooking all our food. Yeah, so we're gonna call it there. Again, we accomplished a thing. We accomplished many things in our marathon. We beat Gwendolyn. Had some girl on girl activities afterwards too, but was not the main point. Got an achievement for it. The beating. I'm gonna go. Thanks very much. See you soon.